Have you ever wondered how to really know when a man is crazy about you? Not just interested, not just curious, but deeply invested in you in ways he doesn't show the rest of the world. Because here's the truth, men are not always direct with their words. A man might never stand in front of you and say, "I'm obsessed with you." But if you watch closely, his actions, his habits, and his psychology will reveal everything. And today, I'm going to open your eyes to 6 powerful psychological tricks that men use when they are completely smitten. And if you notice these in your life, you'll know without a doubt that his feelings run much deeper than he's admitting. So, before you give up on him, or before you dismiss his quiet ways, watch carefully because the signs are hidden in plain sight, and once you see them, you cannot unsee them. The first thing you need to understand is that men rarely reveal all of their emotions in words. Society teaches them to be strong, to be collected, to be logical. So many of them push down the softer parts of themselves. But emotions don't disappear just because you try to hide them. They always leak out through the eyes, through small actions, through choices that don't make logical sense but make perfect emotional sense. And that's where the truth is. That's how you know when a man's heart is fully involved, even when his mouth is silent. One of the most powerful psychological tricks men use when they're crazy about you is mirroring. You'll notice he starts to copy your body language, your expressions, even your choice of words. If you lean forward, he leans too. If you laugh in a certain way, you'll hear him adopt a similar rhythm. If you start using a phrase or a slang word often, you'll catch him using it days later, like it's his own. Now, is this a coincidence? Absolutely not. Mirroring is a subconscious psychological response. It's the brain's way of saying, I feel connected to you. I want to be aligned with you. I want to exist on the same frequency as you. And a man doesn't do this with everyone. He only does this with the woman who has reached deep into his subconscious. That's how you know he's not just interested, he's fascinated. He's emotionally glued to you without even realizing it. Another trick men use when they are deeply attracted is investing their time in your world. Think about it. Time is the one thing you can't buy back. Men guard their time fiercely, and they only give it to people or things they truly value. So if a man is always making himself available for you, rearranging his schedule, showing up when he doesn't have to, that's not an accident. That's his psychology at play. Even if he doesn't tell you, his actions scream, I care. And sometimes he doesn't even understand why he's doing it. He just knows he can't help but prioritize you. This is a silent but very strong signal that he is drawn to you in a way that logic can't fully explain. Then there's the protective instinct. And I don't just mean in big ways like defending you in public or standing up for you when someone insults you, though those are powerful signs too. I'm talking about the little ways. Walking on the outside of the sidewalk so cars are closer to him instead of you. Checking if you made it home safely. Adjusting something small so you're more comfortable without you even asking. Men are wired to protect what they value. And when he's crazy about you, this instinct rises to the surface. He might not even think of it as protection, but that's exactly what it is. It's his subconscious telling him, she matters. Keep her safe, guard her peace. And if you've ever had a man do this, you know how much it speaks without a single word. A fourth trick men use when they're all in emotionally is vulnerability. Now listen carefully because this one is huge. Men are trained from a young age to hide their weaknesses, to never show too much emotion, to keep their struggles private. But when a man opens up to you, when he tells you about his fears, his childhood, his insecurities, the moments he failed, that is not normal, that is not casual, that is intimacy. He doesn't do that with just anyone. That is his heart saying, I trust you with the parts of me I don't show the world. And if you ever find a man letting his guard down with you, sharing things that he usually carries alone, Understand that this is his way of saying you're special. He might never phrase it like that, but his openness is the proof. Another powerful sign is jealousy, though I don't mean the toxic kind where he tries to control you. I'm talking about the subtle flashes of protectiveness when he sees another man getting too close, or when your attention shifts away from him. He might not say anything outright, but you'll notice his energy change. He might joke about it. He might ask a casual question, but behind it, his emotions are boiling. Why? Because when a man is crazy about you, the thought of losing you triggers him deeply. He feels like his place in your life is threatened, and that emotion is so strong that it comes out whether he wants it to or not. That's psychology, that's human nature. And finally, perhaps the biggest trick of all is consistency. Anyone can act interested for a week or two. Anyone can put a whirly show in the early stages of attraction. But when a man is truly crazy about you, his consistency reveals everything. He shows up again and again, not just when it's convenient, not just when he wants something, but because being part of your life is important to him. And that consistency is not a trick he plans out. It's not a game. It's his emotional attachment solidifying into habit. When you become part of his daily rhythm, when he invests in you over and over again without being asked, that's when you know you hold a place in his life that no one else does. Now here's the part I want you to really take in. Men don't always say the words you want to hear. They might not confess their feelings directly. They might not shout it from the rooftops. But if you know what to look for, their psychology will always tell on them. When he mirrors you, when he gives you his time, when he protects you, when he opens up, when he feels jealous, when he shows consistency, that's his soul talking. That's his heart revealing itself in the only ways it knows how. So the next time you wonder, is he serious about me? Does he really care? Stop looking only at his words. Words can be controlled. Look at the actions that escape his control. Look at the patterns that happen over and over again, because that's where the truth lives. That's where you'll see the difference between a man who is casually interested and a man who is absolutely crazy about you. And let me leave you with this, and let me leave you with this. Love is not always loud. Sometimes love is quiet. Sometimes love is hidden in the smallest gestures, the tiniest shifts, the subtlest habits. But when you recognize them, when you pay attention, you'll realize that his actions speak far louder than any words he could ever say. That's the beauty of human connection, that if the magic of true attraction, if this message spoke to you, if it opened your eyes to what's really happening in your relationships, don't just watch and leave. Become part of this journey. Join the Magnetic Mindset community by subscribing right now. This is where we uncover the truths most people never talk about, where we go deeper into the psychology of love, relationships, and attraction. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss the videos that can completely change the way you see yourself and the people you love. Because once you see the truth, you'll never settle for anything less again.